My name is Annabelle, like she said, founder of Synergy for Africa and African business communities. We bring together investors, communities, and entrepreneurs for a synergistic, symbiotic relationship around the continent.
Hi everyone, my name is Liz Lenjo. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, and I specialize in intellectual property, entertainment, media, and fashion law. So that's all I'm here.
Nice to meet you.
Hi all.
Hi.
My name is Liz Njoroge, fashion designer and founder of Liz Njoroge Collection, and I'm a treasurer of the Association of Fashion Designers in Kenya.
Africa Business Network is actually a network of business people from different countries in Africa. So what happens when we meet and when we have our events is that we will have people from different parts of the continent who are interested either in buying or selling in another region. Yeah? So for example, it could be a Kenyan designer looking to enter the Ghanaian market, or a Ghanaian or Nigerian looking to enter the Tanzanian market. And what will happen then is that they let us know that they want to enter those markets, and we do the legwork and we do the connections for them to enter those markets. Now, there'd be different things that we are looking at. We'd be looking at the quality of the product that they're selling, the target market that they want to enter to serve, and stuff like that. So sometimes it might not be that, for example, Kobe will sell the exact same designs that he's selling in Kenya to a Ghanaian, because in Ghana they might have very different tastes, but we provide that information for them to be able to be aware on how they need to package themselves. Now, the other thing, just going back to what you were talking about previously, about media not representing the designers. Now, we need to understand that in fashion, designers cannot work alone, musicians do not work alone, and stuff like that. Whether we are talking of FUBU or we are talking of any other designers in Africa or anywhere else, the entertainment industry, the people in entertainment, are the people who push your designs. So if there's not that collaboration with the entertainers, with the people who are in the people's eye, as it were, then you'll have to do a lot of marketing yourself, and that is a very slow process in gaining market success.
Vivo, none of their clothes is more than 7,000. True or false? That's their niche. Akinyodongo, Kobe, am I right? None of her clothes is less than 15,000. Right? And she's making money. He was right. It depends, and this is something that all of us need to do. I've been in business for close to 9 years now, but last year I had to close my business and start afresh. Reason being, I had to get a lawyer, I had to get everything in order. Let me tell all of you here, reality check. If you're doing business and you didn't start on the right footing, utafika dead end. Now dead end, there are two options. Either you will close that business completely, or you will close it and start afresh and start the right way. So the choice is yours. For you people who are young and starting businesses, the best I would tell you is, I know sometimes getting a lawyer is expensive and you might not have the money then, but try and get somebody who's done their business right to assist you to be able to also move on. The reason why people don't know where they're going is because you have no plan. 3/4 of you, who has a business plan? Who has a business plan? Only Mona. True or false? Sasa mnaenda wapi? Business plan simply tells you where you're going. 3/4 of us, reality check. By the way, I'm normally real. Mtanielewa hivyo. I'm real. I tell you as is. I don't sugarcoat. I'll tell you as is so that you learn and don't go through the mistakes that we went through, right? Start your business right. Register your company. Get your taxes right. Do everything that needs to be right. If you don't, utafika dead end. I'm telling you.
It's a business.
And you will never do business. It will continue being a hobby. True or false? Is this a hobby or it's supposed to make money? You guys want to drive good cars, right? want to live in nice homes. How are you going to do it if you're not making money? Reality check. Atutakula fame. You'll be a big brand, everybody knows you, but you cannot pay your rent. Ukona deni left, right, and center. Buyer beware. Really? Guys, if it's a business, it's a business.
So as now you're planning to join, to start a new association, please let there be a buy-in. Associations are registered to be owned by the people who form it. Yeah. So just because JW will start the registration, it doesn't mean that in yake atakufa nayo. It means when it's registered, there will be a constitution. The constitution governs how you guys will run the association. So there will be, rules on how to vote in a board. What does the board do? What constitutes misconduct? And with an association, you'll be able to do or campaign for what you call collective bargaining agreements. See, we all want to work in the industry, yeah? So you're able to set a minimum standard of payment and say, if you're not paying our designers X amount or our models X amount, then there's no biashara. You stick to it, and that's how the industry grows. But you can't do it peke yako. You have to do it through an association. For the designers who are here, please join AFAD. For the same reason, someone asked, what is government doing? Okay, government, but the industry is doing something. I'm part of the team that's putting together the policy for the fashion industry. And not only fashion, but also people in the beauty industry. So if you make your own, if you make makeup or cosmetics or whatnot, we're working on a policy. It's a policy by the industry for the industry. Because what happens, if it comes from Gava, they have their interests. You have your interests. But be part of these associations so that then you can channel your concerns and we make them known and we publish more.
Let's unite, guys. One way or another, we keep on saying we want the government to do. There was a time we went for a meeting with the association and they asked us, oh, by the way, what do fashion designers do? Ushaiskia, what do you guys do? How much revenue do you bring? No. So we sat down as an association and looked at who are the fashion designers who were there before us. So when we looked, walikuwa kina Lucy Rao. Then who were there before them? There was somebody by the name Madoka. What legacy did they leave? What story did they leave? There was nothing. So you see, what she's saying, we need to start that story now. What did we have in 2017? How have we improved it in 2018? What have we done in 2019? Then the government notices, Allah, these guys are coming, they're doing something. But right now, if you go to the government offices, they look at you and wonder, Mumedu? I mean, how much revenue are you bringing? What do you guys have? You're just making noise in the back end. Fashion designers, in the trenches. But when you're told to come here and talk, you're quiet. True or false? Hypo. Yeah? Let's talk and let's talk. Let's not talk and say the government needs to do and you're whatever. Let's say the government needs to do and me as Liz, I'm thinking we do 1, 2, 3. You understand? It's our baby. If we don't do anything about it, the government doesn't give a, you understand? You get, they don't. Whether we are there or not, the business will, the government will move. So if we want them to listen to us, we must be united. We must be business for them to see that we are making revenue, for them to listen to us.
So I'm Liz Lenjo. I'm an advocate of the High Court and I specialize in intellectual property, entertainment, media and fashion. My experience in the fashion industry in Kenya has been interesting, having started out as a model, but it's definitely grown leaps and bounds. The greatest challenge for our industry players has been appreciating the role of the law. So we don't have many fashion designers getting lawyers to help them protect their designs and secure their businesses. So we hope that we'll see that growing more and more in Kenya and in Africa as well. I like JW for one thing, pushing the Made by Kenya for Kenyans. It's a really good place to start. We don't have so many of us going, what is made by Kenya. So this is a very great initiative, and hopefully we'll start wearing more Kenyan designers and try to figure out also what are Kenyan designers, or who are Kenyan designers. So that's one thing we are yet to do. We are yet to brand ourselves. The future of the fashion industry is quite big, especially on the collaboration side. Africa has opened up a lot of collaborations with international houses. So the challenge is getting to understand how to craft better business plans, business partnerships. For this to be achieved, of course, we definitely need a lawyer, business development manager. But yeah, that's definitely going to be the next frontier for the fashion business. Technology is also catching on. 3D printing is going to become a thing in Africa. We're still lagging behind, but when it does, we need to be ready. So basically, that's it.
My name is Juliet. I'm a hairstylist, a fashion hairstylist based in Kenya, and I'm privileged to be here at the GW Lounge for the 2018 GW show, and it has really impacted the fashion industry. We love discussion from the lawyers, from the makeup artists, from the models at large, and having a platform where models can discuss, fashion designers can discuss and sell their product, and made in Kenya by Kenyans. It was the hashtag 2018, keeping it clout. Bless GW, watch the hashtag GW 2018, made in Kenya by Kenyans. I'm a hairstylist, and fashion, hair, makeup, and the garments make it Kenyan, keep it Kenyan.
So hi, my name is Neman Kaka, founder of Ohana. So our flagship product in Ohana is African print swimsuit, where we collect designs and fabrics and prints from all over the world, and we design and it's inspired by emerging international trends. And I'm very excited to be here at the JW show, the county tour. This is actually my first time, and I'm very inspired by what he does and what he's doing for Kenyans in the fashion industry, and I feel like it's definitely helping Kenyans, upcoming fashion designers like myself. Yeah.